Alright guys, so in this particular channel we're going to be covering exams are coming up or assessments are coming up. What is the best system for me to use to be able to catch up, to at least be competent in that particular assessment? Well, there are particular systems I have on my plate that you can use to ensure you catch up, at least you're competent. Well, obviously exams and assessments need some form of practice so that you are at least able to apply your mind into different scenarios, right? And this particular system will help you in two ways. The first one that you can use is look at the schedule of content you need to cover, right? Look at the different topics that have been covered, right? I advise you to look at what are the simpler type of topics that you can cover and you find easy to understand, right? Those particular ones, start with them when you're revising and when you're doing their questions, because they are recognizable and may be easier to cover. Please ensure you do them as quick as you can as well. And then the more bigger topics or longer topics, then you do them a bit after, because once you've covered the easier ones faster, then immediately after you have a bit more time to cover the bigger topics, right? And mind you, please don't just focus on subjects that you like. Do focus on the ones you don't like as well. So the way to tackle the psychology around the subjects you do not like, before you start them, advise perhaps pick topics and then ask someone who knows, a friend. Say, my friend, give me an overview of how this topic actually works, just for 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, whatever long it takes, that it can prime your mind of what is ahead, and hopefully you change a bit of your attitude around that particular subject and you move on to it. Another key motivation to note is the year is almost over as well, so there is no time for you to actually give up or sober out. I think you need to pick yourself up, realize the year is almost done. So if you're in your final year, graduation is actually close, and some of us, you're going to even leave university now, so do not give up, keep working. So the first system, look at the easier topics, cover them quicker. So with preparing for examinations, you need to build momentum. So when you start with the easier ones, easier topics, then you build momentum, you go to the bigger ones. Or alternatively, you can actually do the inverse, where you look at, what are my big topics, right? And then learn them first and then finish off with the easier topics, because in the exam you find normally they don't count a lot. So with this particular system, you need to look at generally from year on year or assessment, which topics actually are the big mark topics. Then you can start by studying those and doing their questions, so that let's say they say you write tomorrow and you've covered the big topics, at least you know you'll be able to maximize most of the marks. And then after, move on to the simpler, shorter topics and you finish them off. Now here's the trick with both systems. When you read or go through the particular lecture content, if that lecture content has lecture examples, do this. Those particular lecture examples, hide the solution if it's part of the lecture examples, and attempt that particular example, right, without looking at the solution. Attempt it like it's a proper tutorial, because at least you want to build cognitive ability in your mind for you to at least to be prepared for the test. So if they say you're writing tomorrow and at least you've applied your mind around a particular topic or question, then at least you can be able to do something in the examination. So apply that particular system. Then after, you mark your lecture example like it's a tutorial and see where you need to learn, and consult as quick as you can. Consultations with the lecturer or with a friend, can be anyone. Friends, this is another good one, and I hope it helps you in preparation for examinations. So if you're behind and examinations are quite close by, you're behind with lectures, these videos, this one and the previous one, will help you a lot to be competent and be ready for assessments. Once more, thank you very much for tuning in. Please ensure that you like, please ensure you subscribe. The subscription button will come up here. Please ensure you also watch my previous video that will come up here. Hit the notification button there. Please hit the notification button so that my next video, when it comes up, you are able to be notified and watch with a friend, share with them, because I believe this content will benefit not only you but your friends as well. You never know who needs this particular information. So put on a status, someone might pick it up, watch, and you can change someone's life. This is the home of tools after all. Thank you very much.